Working in the garden a little bit today. I'm calling it my forest because it is so overgrown, but we're trying to get it ready so or at least a section of it ready so we can do some fall planting. But one of the things we're running into is we've got a lot of plants growing in here from before. I mean, look at this squash plant. It goes everywhere, and the fruit, the vegetables that it's producing, they're gigantic. That's my hand. And they're still growing. Every day they're a couple inches longer. So I mean, that is amazing and it's cool, and can't wait to harvest some of that. But we've got to work around, if we want to save it, we've got to work around what's already growing here. The main problem is this Johnson grass. It's tall and it's hard to remove, and you gotta like dig the roots out or it just keeps spreading forever. So the easiest way I've found is to pull the individual stalks up to begin with. It's not going to get the roots out, but at least it'll give you an area to know where it's growing, so you know where to dig to get the roots out. Just kind of grab a couple at a time, and that's all that comes up is that little bit of root. But there's a big hunk of root down there that needs to come up with it. So let me get this all pulled up, and then I'll show you what it's like to dig those roots out. So here's a real good look at how it grows. This is just one clump of it, but it grows down under there, and there's that big, what do they call it, the rhizome or whatever that is, but it just shoots out, and these are going to be the new stalks just shooting out, and they'll shoot out as far as they can shoot, and you got to get all of these out, because you leave any in, and guess what, next spring they're starting all over again. So if you've got a clump of Johnson grass, you can start digging wherever you want, and you're going to be finding these roots everywhere. So I'll just start on the edge here. That's what I'm talking about right there. You don't get that up, and it's just coming back next year. Even something as small as that could lead to another infestation next year. Pretty easy to spot because they're white with that reddish color on it, and they just shoot out everywhere. So just dig and try to get them all. That's really just the secret. See what I mean? They snake out as far as they can. So that was just one shovelful, and I guarantee you those roots are going all around that whole patch of dirt where I pulled up the grass. So there's nothing to do but dig up those roots so that we don't have to worry about them next year. So one little patch. And you saw it wasn't a huge patch of Johnson grass, but all of those roots. And there's probably more that I missed. So we'll just have to keep an eye on it next year. There were three clumps of this stuff in the garden, so just got to keep an eye on them. And if I see them start growing next year, got to pull them out and dig and get that root system out. There's no shortcuts. I've read some people say you can use certain chemicals on them and stuff, but we're really trying to avoid chemicals in here. So the only real way is to dig out those roots. Have fun getting rid of the Johnson grass. You're gonna work up a sweat.